Hello, it's Chad. I'm just here to make my video and welcome to my kitchen. So anyway, I wanted to talk about this coronavirus thing, but I don't know, I might get upset. There is something going on with why we're in lockdown. Why we're quarantined. Why nobody in this county has died or even gotten sick with it. And yet, we're being punished. We're being punished because we're not trusted to do the right thing, and we need government to tell us what to do and how to live, and to be locked in a little cage like a dog. And if you locked the dog in a cage for 2 months, don't you think that owner would be punished? Of course they would, yes. But instead, they seem to think that it's okay for the government to do it because people are dying. Less than 1% of people are dying, that's true. And vulnerable people, especially in nursing homes, or crowded subways, or mismanaged cities run by Democrats. You know, it's just factual. That's what's going on. It's a fact, you know? And we're not really, like, stupid. I mean, you take a nursing home example, and one of the patients is sick. The nursing staff knows what to do, what procedures to take to make sure other people don't get sick. They do that on their own. They're caring, loving people. That's their job. And so I don't understand why the government needs us to do all this stuff when in fact the government doesn't even have the supplies. You go to a nursing home and they usually don't have enough supplies for even to keep regular operations in check. And they have to beg and steal. They're usually short-staffed, which is illegal. But does that matter? No. No, they get away with it. They've just got protocol and everything else to take care of. And it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, last time I checked, we were flying an American flag on those flagpoles, not China's, not some communist country. And you tell people what to do, people are going to break the law. You know, criminals, there's no guns allowed. Guess what? There's no guns there, somebody's going to come in with a gun. That's just logic. Because God knows, if there's no guns in one city, they're vulnerable. And right now, with our rights gone, we're all vulnerable to something far worse than one man with a gun. And people just need to understand. I don't know. Like I said before, during the AIDS epidemic, the government didn't mandate all gay bars be closed. Yes, some cities closed down the gay saunas. That's understandable. And the gays were probably for that themselves, because they knew people were catching AIDS in those saunas. Unsafe sexual practices, which is disgusting, by the way. You know, I mean, it's dirty. And so the government also, during the AIDS crisis, didn't shut down the gay bars. They didn't stop gay people from gathering and protesting. The government's ignoring the fact that it even exists. And the government wasn't there to make sure every gay guy wore a condom while having sex. So if the government didn't do that then, with a disease with 100% death rate, why is it stepping in now for something less than 1% death rate? That doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't know. I guess they're just trying to. Is there a cabal of government that's officially ruling us that we don't know about, and this is part of a bigger plan? Something later? A test run? They invented a disease that they can trace with little DNA particles from HIV and SARS and put it in this coronavirus from a bat and God knows what else that they put in there. And each country put a little bit in, and then they put it in the lab and play with it until finally somebody accidentally released it or caught it, or they did it on purpose, or what? What happened? I don't know. I've been so close to death so many times. I picked myself up, went back, made the same mistakes over and over and over again. And I still had my freedom to do that. So I don't know. I'm still here. I learn. But we don't get a chance to learn. We don't get a chance to go out there and be free people and to learn, to know that we're caring human beings, we're rational. We know that, we have to wash our hands, we have to wear face masks on places that are full of strangers, and even that doesn't stop strangers from coughing in our faces and everything else. Because, there's idiots in this world. The only way to protect ourselves is to protect ourselves. Protect our families, protect our loved ones. And you take these rural communities, they're not like cities. You go into a rural community, and we know a handful of people that we hang out with. And we're all in quarantine, but God forbid we all get together for a picnic or anything else. We can't. It's illegal. They'll throw us in jail. And you try to make sense out of that. Because last time I checked, again, it was the American flag flying on that flagpole, not China. I mean, Hollywood, you can make your China-friendly films and promote diversity and other cultures and everything else. I mean, last time I checked, your last Oscars, it was given to a couple child molesters for Best Actor or some damn thing, and I'm like, I've got to scratch my head. I'm like, is this real? Where is the celebrities that we know? What happened? Why is this liberal agenda, like reaching out and reaching out and reaching out, and they can't get enough? They gotta, come up with the next bad thing that's, you're mansplaining. There, we invented a word that means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Mansplaining. I don't get it. It's like we have character, values, a good Christian faith, and that's what matters to most of us up here. Most of us. And you can have your different faiths, you can have a different character, I certainly do, but the core values, that's what really matters. I mean, there's a lot of politicians these days that seem to hate America, think that everything that we do is bad. And they turn a blind eye to all the bad things other countries are doing. I don't, just like that guy said when that drag queen was wearing the headdress, he's like, that faith, the government based on that faith, homosexuality is illegal, and you could be jailed, beaten, thrown off a building. That's just a fact. I'm sorry, but it's a fact. I mean, it's a sad fact. The bottom line is if their faith is also government, then that's kind of scary, because we separate government and faith. That's what we do in America. They don't in Israel, they don't in Muslim countries, they don't in other countries. Some countries like China, I believe, they have to be atheist, no religion at all. But here, they'll be damned if government and religion should mix. It does happen though, I will admit that, but it's met with a lot of protests and fury. So, that's just my thoughts, I guess. I could be wrong, but I mean, humble me. It's there. That's my kitchen rant.